This training really helped me identify what advocacy is. It's understanding the problem, the issues, and then understanding what your role is in the process.
This training has really strengthened me because it made me be more concerned and express my concern.
What are those issues? How are they affecting community? And who do we need to connect with to change problems that we see?
Leading Transportation Access was created by District Council Collaborative, DCC, Access Associates, and the Minnesota Homestead Implementation Office.
It's a cohort of individuals, mostly with people with disabilities, who are interested in transportation.
We had 6 sessions, kind of coordinated with the state legislature, which was meeting at the time, and the city council was always meeting, and so there was always something to refer to in terms of who has the power. How do we change some of those things that are happening, and how do we change them for more and better access?
I was really concerned about handicapped people. You know, I'm handicapped myself. Sidewalks, bridges, they needed work tremendously. I really didn't know who to get in contact with, and now I do now.
Taking this class helped me to understand how to get things done and get it fixed to the best of the government's ability. I learned the ins and outs of legal standpoint.
In this group, I actually was able to meet new people that aren't in the typical circles of not only advocacy for disabilities, but advocacy for transportation. And so that was encouraging to me.
The most surprising thing I learned in this was how important it is for me to hear other disabled people's stories. You got some really cool disabled people who are just doing phenomenal things. So that's really moving for me, someone who's new in the disability community and someone who wants to have her voice heard.
We decided on a project and worked on it from beginning to end, and it was in the community. It was about the sidewalks.
There were a lot of problems with Dale Street, as well as other areas, but Dale Street seems to be the worst. Raised sidewalks, some of them were tilted toward the street.
We had somebody who identified who the sidewalks person was, and then we sent a letter to that person saying specifically what was wrong, what was needed, and then what the recommendation, what the correction needed to be in order to make it accessible and usable.
With the City of St. Paul, after a little bit of negotiation, and we accomplished that goal of getting those sidewalks fixed.
To see the energy, the exciting energy that was presented in the room over the course of the last several months is amazing, to the point where we actually affected real positive change in a local issue that we all cared about.
I would like to see the group, of course, continue to expand. It would be useful for everybody who gets around, number one. But for disabled people, it's especially useful for us because disability isn't just about ourselves, you know. It's about what happens when we're out in the community. What kind of sidewalks and streets do we want? And who is accountable for the kind of sidewalks and streets and bridges and the roads that we have?
There are so many more needs than just the one project that we took on, that I think if we could make this training something that's ongoing, that there'd be a lot of value in that.